the easiest hoop earrings ever. It will be so easy and there's just so few tools. So come along and I'll show you how to make these cute little hoop earrings. And at the end, I'll show you some dangles. And there's another video where you can make the dangles and have interchangeable earrings.
Some of these tools are optional, but we're starting with flat nose and chain nose wires, some flush cutters, a bench block and a chasing hammer, 20 gauge copper wire, your choice of a mandrel, and your choice of a filing tool. So let's get started. First, we're going to use the cup burr. So this is a tool that has a little cup-shaped file on the end, and you simply just put it on the very tip of your wire and you twist. You can also get these bits to put in a Dremel tool if you have one. Even though you're using the tool, you still should check. And this is just a fingernail file with different grits. So always check to make sure there's nothing sharp for the part that's going to be going into the ears. If you like, you can use a ring mandrel using the largest size. Your mandrel can be plastic or metal, it's your choice. I like to use my rawhide mallet. The head of the mallet is approximately 1 diameter across. You're going to just simply hold the end of the wire down with your thumb, wrap it till they overlap, making sure that it's nice and tight because the wire will spring apart. So I have an overlap about the size, the width of my thumb, maybe just a teeny bit more, and I just clip with my flush cutters. So not too much, but fairly generous overlap there. Make another one. So start by filing the end of your wire. And we're gonna just make a second ear wire, wrapping around your mandrel, whatever you choose. Hold it with your thumb, wrap it nice and tight, make sure you get a good overlap, and snip with your flush cutters. Notice how I'm using the flat side next to the part that's going to stay on the ear wire. That will give me a flatter surface so that I won't have to do quite as much filing on this one. So for each ear wire, we're going to take our chain nose pliers, going maybe a third, a fourth of the way in. Just depends on how big a loop you want. And we're going to roll that loop around, straighten it up, and so you've got one little loop there. Make sure that it's flat so that it's going to be easy to put the ear wire in. Then with flat nose, again about a third of the way in, we're just going to clip it and bend the wire straight up to make a 90-degree angle. And there you have it. There's your first hoop. Amazingly easy, amazingly simple. However, it's going to be a little bit fragile with the 20 gauge, so we want to work harden this so that the wire isn't bending all over the place when you're putting it in and out of your ear. With a rawhide mallet or a nylon mallet, you can use that on your steel bench block to just tap. Now notice I'm not tapping very hard, but it will help to harden the wire and give it its shape. Now, you can always still bend it if you really try, so it's not a complete foolproof way to harden the wire, but it does help quite some bit. Anytime you are hammering, it can misshapen your wire a little bit, so no problem. Just put it right back on your mandrel and give it a really nice, good, tight squeeze, and it's going to go right back into round. Now, if you want your wire to be flat, use a metal hammer. This is a chasing hammer using the flat side, and again, just tapping gently, and it will start to flatten the metal. This will also work harden your wire. And there you have it. Just kind of touching it up and reshaping it if you need to, but there's your hoop. It's completely done. The easiest hoop earring ever. So just do the exact same thing to the other wire that you cut from the beginning, and you're going to have two perfectly matching hoop earrings. So easy and so simple. Okay, so I promised to show you about some dangles. Here's some dangles I made, and there is another video that I'll be posting that shows you how to make those. Now here I'm testing the dangle and deciding which direction I want the dangle to hang on the hoop. So I'm just adjusting that top loop. The one on the left, the loop is facing to the side of the front of the bead, and the other one, the loop is facing the same plane as the front of the bead. This is going to make a difference in the way that they hang. So this is the one with the loop facing to the side. When we slide it on to our hoop earring, you're going to notice that the bead is dangling the same direction as the hoop. So the open side of the hoop is the flat side of the bead. Now, if we take the other one where the loop is facing the front of the bead, you're going to get a forward-facing dangle. With round beads, this doesn't matter, but there will be some flat beads that it does matter quite a bit. It's your choice. So with the easiest hoop earrings ever, you can change out your look just by changing the dangle. Have fun and happy creating as always.